And what I'd like you to do now is just take your feet a little wider than your hips distance apart and come down into a squatting kind of position. Okay, good. Now you're just going to draw your hands down towards the floor and start to get into crow pose. So bringing your knees around your forearms there and spreading your fingers wide like starfish. Good, and just getting good foundational hands. And squeezing your arms with your knees and slowly just taking some of that body weight onto your wrists. And you just want to hold for about 10 to 30 seconds, and then when it's too much, just release back and just ease back onto your heels. Okay? And then when you're ready, you're going to do that again. We'll do that a couple more times. So just reach forward and just breathe, squeezing onto the insides of the legs there. So you want to definitely feel like you're squeezing. And then, again, as you build confidence, you can relax back. But as you build your confidence, you're going to slowly let your toes come up off the floor.
Can I do that?
Okay, give it a shot. Let's see what you got. And you can walk up one or both and just see how it feels. There you go. Good. Well, but that's the idea, Brittany. So that's basically what we're kind of looking towards when we are doing crow pose. Okay, so that's crow. On all fours, and you want to spread your fingers wide like starfish. Okay, and just feel your foundation of your hands. Now, from the position you're in, just bend your elbows and come down to your elbows and make sure your elbows are just underneath your shoulders. Now take your hands to your biceps and just make sure you've got them the appropriate distance apart. Okay, that's perfect. Now take the hands and interlace the hands, and you want to hold the space as if you had a tennis ball there. Okay? Now from there, just relax your hands down and press the outsides of your arms into the mat. Okay, you can take your hands actually up and curl them there. Okay, now curl your toes under and press your hips back as though you're doing downward facing dog. Okay, press back into your heels and let your head and shoulders relax. So we're not going to take you into headstand just yet. Come back into dolphin so the ears come between your biceps, so push back, heels pushing back towards the floor. Okay, so this is your dolphin pose, and that's going to help strengthen your forearms. Now from here, you can place the back of your head into the cup that is your hands, top of the head can come down to the floor. Now start to walk feet forward until you find that your hips are tilting up. And when you get to the place where your hips are stacked right over your shoulders, you'll be able to do a headstand. So from where you are, you're really, really close. And the next progression would be just simply to lift up one foot. So lift up one foot and just bend the knee towards your bottom. There you go. There you go. And relax it down. And try the same thing with the other foot. Just bend the knee and bring the heel up. And just release that down. And then just sit back into child's pose. And just relax. Hugging the knees to the chest. So knees to chest pose as you're doing here. Okay? And then from here, relax your hands down to your sides. And using your hands, you're going to gently press off the floor and lift your hips up. And then use your hands to support your low back. Okay? And then you want to bring your elbows in so they're stacking underneath you. And you're just lifting and supporting through your hips. And so you're on the top of your shoulders and on your upper back, and your neck is nice and long. And you can just hold your head steady. You want to make sure you're not looking around. So what you're in right now is a half shoulder stand. And if you want to take it into a full shoulder stand, just lift your legs up and get your body more perpendicular. So I'm going to actually help you into that because you're almost there. So I'm just going to use my leg for support. And just lift your hips here. And that, my dear, is your full shoulder stand. How's it feel?
Good.
Feels okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're perfectly perpendicular. This is the full pose right here. Okay, I'm going to let you go. And then gently let yourself come down, taking your time with it. Okay, good. Just rolling out through your back. Handstand prep. You want to make sure that you have your hands right under your shoulders like you do. Spread nice and wide so you have a good foundation with your hands. Okay, now curl up to your toes and start walking your hands forward until you feel your body weight shifting over your hands. So in order to do a handstand, you need to be able to hold your body weight over your hands like that. And you're pretty close with this, so I'm going to have you actually practice this against the wall. So allow yourself to come down. And then we're going to have you come a little closer to the wall. So keep backing it up, keep backing it up, keep backing it up. Okay, even more than that. Okay, now press your heel against the wall. Okay, and now start walking up the wall with your feet. You're going to push your way forward. I'll help you. I'll help you. Okay, you're going to walk up, push against the wall. Just straighten out your legs. You're there, you're there, you're there. Okay. You're actually a little forward, so you can actually walk your hands back to be perfectly stacked. Okay, let you down first, because I know that's really strong on your arms. But let me do one with you here. Okay? So we've got our shoulders underneath our hands. Okay, so we're all stacked up here, toes right against the wall. Lift the hips, walk the feet up. Push your body weight over your hands. Very nice. That's it. It just takes a while to get used to how hard that is or how much weight is distributed on your hands.